Hello my beloved classmates. I hope everyone is doing great. Today we're going to talk about the country of rising sun, a country that doesn't have single army and was mostly known for their arts called anime. Yes, that's right, it's Japan. Japan is an island country in East Asia. It is situated in the northwest Pacific Ocean, and is bordered on the west by the Sea of Japan, while extending from the Sea of Okhotsk in the north toward the East China Sea and Taiwan in the south. Japanese culture is a fascinating blend of ancient and modern elements. This is frequently explained by the country's isolation as an island nation with a population of 125.8 million, 2020. Their culture is made highly up of being respectful of others, family, and nature. They value their elders, history, tradition, religion, family, government, nature, education, and work. Japanese beliefs, customs, and culture are all somewhat complex. Having a basic understanding of what matters to the Japanese will help you better appreciate Japanese families. Let's talk about cultural wear. There are typically two types of clothing worn in Japan: traditional clothing known as Japanese clothing, including the national dress of Japan, the kimono, and Western clothing, which encompasses all else not recognized as either national dress or the dress of another country. The kimono has long sleeves and reaches from the shoulders all the way down to one's heels. Different types of kimono are worn depending on the occasion. Kimonos for everyday wear are a lot simpler than those for formal occasions. Kimonos are generally made of silk and they are tied with a wide belt called an obi. The kimono is a symbol of longevity and good fortune. Specific motifs are used to indicate virtues or attributes of the wearer, or relate to the season or occasion, such as weddings and festivals where it bestows good fortune on the wearer. The kimono's colors and patterns change with the seasons. For spring, light green is acceptable, while cool colors like lavender or dark blue are appropriate for summer. Autumn necessitates colors that resemble the changing colors of the leaves, whereas winter needs bold colors such as black and red. A basic silk kimono is enhanced with intricate embroidery. Men and women alike enjoy wearing printed kimonos in both light and dark colors for casual use. Men wear a motsuki, a formal black silk kimono worn over a white underkimono, and hakama, traditional Japanese trousers, for formal events. Family traditions. Family kazoku is a foundational part of Japanese society. It consists of a mother, father, and their children. The kazoku have traditionally lived with their old parents. However, in recent years, the number of three-generation households has decreased in favor of more modern arrangements. An individual's identity, reputation, obligations and responsibilities are deeply connected to their family. Move on to the next point. Hatsumi-Amari. Omi-Amari. A treasured family ritual for the close loved ones of a newborn infant is Hatsumi-Amari, or Omi-Amari, which means shrine visit. For this particular rite of passage, the baby's parents or grandparents take him or her to a Shinto shrine. This Japanese Shinto ceremony, which is performed 31 days after the birth of a boy and 33 days after the birth of a girl, expresses appreciation for the child's birth. Babies are usually carried by their grandmothers, clad in a white kimono or special white garment. The shrine priest offers a prayer for the newborn's health and happiness. Seijin no Hai. Seijin no Hai, or Coming of Age Day, is a significant day for young people in Japan. In Japanese society, you can vote, drive, drink, and gamble once you've reached the age of 20. Every year on the second Monday of January, people gather to honor anyone who has turned 20 in the previous year. They would walk around wearing kimono with their friends. It's an important rite of passage for all young Japanese and can trace its roots back to 714, when a young prince celebrated his move into adulthood with new clothes and new hairstyle. A bon also known as Bon Festival, is a multi-day celebration honoring and commemorating ancestors. A Bon is rooted in the belief that the ghosts and souls of loved ones, as well as dead ancestors, come back to visit. This 3-day summer event has been held for almost 500 years and it takes place in July or August. Traditionally, lanterns are hung in front of houses to guide the ancestors' spirits. Bon dances, Bon Adori, are performed. Graves are visited and gifts of food, alcohol, and flowers are often left on the gravestone and altar as a respectful gesture to those who have passed away. Due to the fact that Japanese culture has such a long and storied past, Japan has a very strict etiquette for almost every occasion. Meals, either formal or informal, are no exception. Meals are traditionally started with the phrase "itadakimasu," which literally means "I humbly receive," but is used in the same way as "bon appetit" or "enjoy your meal." The statement extends gratitude to all who helped with the meal's preparation and provision. Let's take a quick run-through of some of Japan's dining rules. It is impolite to begin eating before everyone has gathered at the table, ready to partake in the meal. The most honored guest or highest-ranked person eats first. Once they have begun, everyone is invited to begin their meal. It is highly inappropriate to stick chopsticks into food, especially into a bowl of rice. This practice of placing chopsticks upright in a bowl of rice is a funerary practice known as tsukidatbashi. For disposable chopsticks, it is considered rude to rub them together. This may imply to the restaurant owner that the customer views the restaurant as cheap. Never raise your food above your mouth. It is considered impolite for someone to blow their nose at the table, as well as make other loud noises such as burping or munching. The exception to this is slurping, which is socially acceptable for certain foods, especially noodle dishes such as ramen. Chopsticks should never be rested on a bowl. When chopsticks are not being used, they are usually laid down in front of the person with the tips to the left. When you're finished, return all of your dishes to their original state.